Okay, I'm here. I'm running late, I'm sorry. And I won't be able to stream for super long today because I gotta take garbage out because the cleaners are coming tomorrow, so. I can only play for probably a little bit today, so I won't be going for nearly as long as I did yesterday. So. We should just get started as fast as we can because we are running long. What do I want? Do I want to develop anything?
Please specify a project.
Outbreak does. Pretty good. I'll pray for the stun grenade. Pretty nice. We should hold on to the rest of our money. Combat deployments.
Please select a mission.
Defend the pipeline.
Unit dispatched.
Oh, we got a mission.
Select a mission.
Proxy war without end. Our mission.
The CFA are gearing up for a large-scale attack against Angola's MPLA government. They're assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport and will be ready to move soon. We've been contracted by the MPLA to put a stop to them. But the civil war will keep burning on, whether we accept this job or not. Another East-West proxy war with the communist MPLA on one side and the capitalist-funded CFA on the other. An endless seesaw of blood and violence played out in the hands of the superpowers. I had my doubts at first, but I think we should take this job. Skullface is gone, but Cypher still remains. Competition with rival PFs will only get more intense. For us to survive, we need to expand our organization and get strong enough that no one can threaten us. So our only option is to fight and grow, and fight and grow.
Alright. Which means I'm probably gonna need
Mission
Miracle.
accepted.
I should probably take D-Walker with me, to be honest. It might not be necessary. We'll have to see.
Heading to Central Africa.
But we do need a rocket launcher for this, so it seems like. I must upgrade the rocket launcher. I'll call D-Walker if I need him, but we'll just start with this.
Deploying.
To see if this is good enough. If I need D-Walker, I'll call in D-Walker. So, we'll have to see how it goes. Episode 41.
The CFA CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
I needed to get the cover after shooting the second one.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
This is gonna be tough because they do a lot of damage. Maybe I do.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Or maybe what I should do is I should get ahead of them and plant the mine first. See if I can pump them up with some mines so I can like, get ahead of them on the road. And I can like mine up the road. Put some mines on the road. Well, I can sneak up on one and just Fulton it. Fuck it. My plan didn't work. That didn't work. I think kill you so fast is like hard.
Boss, what happened? Boss!
No. I need to like Maybe I do need D-Walker just for the extra movement.
CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Oh, wow.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Yeah.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That should be the tank gone. I still have to deal with the APC though.
Boss, we have new targets.
Has been
Check your
updated.
iDroid for the details.
I'm out of shot though. I think I have to try and hold this one.
Flawless work. You never cease to amaze, boss.
I need more
Subject
ammo.
on board. Leave the rest to us.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
I need more ammo. Rock loaded. That's in the next one. Maybe I could sneak up on this and Bolton it. I stay behind it.
Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history.
Oh, a hell of a copter I gotta watch out for though.
Construction.
Oh, I gotta take out the helicopter
base.
too.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
If I can approach it from behind, then I can just take out the helicopter on undone. If I can get behind the tank and just Bolton it. Fucking moving. I have to take it out the hard way. Damn it. I got saw and the
Boss,
fucking
come
tank
in.
started moving.
Boss!
So I couldn't fucking Bolton it in time. So I could get to a point where the helicopter was the last thing left.
CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
I think I just need to focus on the tank.
Nice work, boss. Targets are almost history.
I just tank is that's like, you know. Now I just need to take out the
Just
chopper.
one target left.
I think for the chopper we need to call in D-Walker.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Please select a drop point.
We're calling in D-Walker to deal with the chopper. Because we need to walk on. And the
Buddy
movement.
departing enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
In the grass. Behind the helicopter.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Buddy has arrived. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Chopper's facing the other way too. You get a free walk on here. Chopper down.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Pilot was down. Damn it. Out of the effective range, that's the problem with the killer.
Enemy presence.
There, now it's down.
Map has been updated.
That's the way. Good. Completed the objectives. Now get out of there.
Updated. Please select a landing zone. The support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Go correct now. There we go.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
I forgot what was happening.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Cover fire. In hot.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Gaining altitude.
Buddy, depart exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Departing.
There we go.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Nice. Burgers 4. Nice.
Boss, as we suspected, the mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli. It's hard to believe, but apparently he'd been plotting an armed uprising against us. He could be hiding something else, too. Ocelot's gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as you can.
Where is he?
I told you, your father's not here.
They're back.
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. Your quarters are under full surveillance. Your weapons privileges have been suspended. No more uprisings for you. Did you really think it would be that easy, Commander? You'll get your boys back. They'll even see the boss, too.
But first, I need to know what you sent them to do
They wanted to leave.
to their homelands.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick then.
Not quite. Militia warlords, PFs, the armies that murdered their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone they wanted to kill. I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance.
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
No!
Good. Oh, it's like he's getting Saehalanphopus to move again. And Eli's gonna pilot it?
Goodbye, Father. I don't need you anymore.
Householder stood up the helicopter pilot so that way they could all leave the base together.
Was Ralph really an accident? Or did Eli just rig it to stir up the boys? Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along. Bidding farewell to the world.
Children escape. Praying mantis.
Boss, we're looking for the kids in Saehalanphopus, but there's still no sign of them. We don't know if the chopper pilot is alive either. What have we gone and put in the hands of those kids? We don't know how bad this is until we find them.
Welcome back.
Also, regarding our concerns about Eli, I finished looking into whether or not he's a product of that project. I have an answer. I put it on tape. Give it a listen.
Alright.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
Landing zone confirmed.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Alright.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
About Eli hijacking Saehalanphopus. We know how he got it moving. It was Emmerich. He used the kids in the staff living quarters to carry out his repairs. We got the details on tape. You're gonna want to hear this.
Oh, so Huey helped them rebuild Saehalanphopus, but he probably didn't know that they had the means of actually getting the start, and that's where Psycho Mantis came in. Because that's how Skullface got it to move without an AI. tapes to listen to. Questioning Huey 4, cooperating with Eli.
What was your goal in having the children repair Saehalanphopus?
I just answered their questions. I had no idea they would actually try to fix it. I mean, can you imagine a child piloting it?
Oh, sure, easily.
It wouldn't work.
Well, I bet it's just like riding a bike.
I said it didn't work. It...
Uh-oh.
I didn't.
Did you put your son in it?
We never did that.
His name was, Hal, wasn't it? I thought you said you never saw his face. But you made him pilot Saehalanphopus. You used him in your experiments.
He wanted to get in. It was such a short time we had.
So he was with you.
We were happy.
You're still happy now. Changing your lies to suit the listener and getting by slipping through the cracks. Building layer upon layer of convenient stories until nothing means anything to you anymore. You're happy all the time because you don't even notice you're doing it. Think hard. Who are you really? You're not a victim, and you're not the silent majority. You're a perpetrator and a petty hypocrite. The real world doesn't make you suffer. It's the other way around.
No.
Boss, we've got the results of Eli's genetic tests. We can finally put this worry behind us.
We used the PCR technique and conducted DNA fingerprinting of the copied DNA sequences. Neither is mainstream science yet, but the concepts and procedures are sound. Both tests say there is 0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives, meaning the results are negative. He's not your son, nor is he your clone. He's just another person.
It was 12 years ago that Zero made plans to clone you. Eli's age and appearance certainly are a good fit. I admit the first time I saw him I did a double take, but it looks like we were worried for nothing. Eli isn't your clone, though you might still have one somewhere out there.
But if Eli isn't the boss's clone, why does he seem so obsessed with him? Not to mention having one hell of an attitude for his age.
I don't know. Learning the truth about himself, cursing the fact he's a clone, bearing a grudge against selfish adults, and coming to hate who he was cloned from. Big boss. If that were really the case, I could understand it. I might even feel a bit sorry for him. But no clone could have a totally different DNA fingerprint. And the test left no room for error. You yourself were there when we drew Eli's blood sample.
Come to think of it, when we went to OKB-0, he'd snuck onto a chopper and was there.
Yeah.
He was acting strange even then. Or actually from a little before that time.
That was exactly when we began these tests.
Maybe he suspected something when we drew the sample, not knowing what we were doing to him, and becoming mistrustful of us.
Hard to say. Eli's had an attitude problem from day one.
So what is he then?
Well, if he's gonna tell us that himself, we'll need to get him to open up more first.
A little hard for that now. Skullface's objective. Skullface origins and XOF.
Skullface, real name unknown. Born in Hungary, more specifically northern Transylvania, after it reverted to Hungary from Romania. While he was young, the country allied with Germany as part of the Axis powers, but later during the war, it came under Soviet occupation. The Hungarians struggled for independence, but the Soviets came down. Hard. Just like he said, time and again the country was ruled by a foreign tongue. When he was a young boy, he lost his native language, the bedrock for any developing child. His country, his family, his face, his identity, everything was stolen from him. All he had left was his skull. Skullface first tried his hand at espionage during all the chaos from the war. Agents, military officials, and soldiers who operated out of Hungary during the war vanished over the course of several months. This Soviet spy hunt rocked the counter-intel world. Mysterious fatal illnesses, accidental deaths, drownings, people having strokes behind closed doors. Just like Stalin, no one knew who was behind it. But all you need to do was look for who had the motive. They were all taken out by a man without a face. And now we've got an idea of how he did it too. He'd gotten revenge for his people, but he wasn't finished. Skullface defected to the west, eventually ended up with the SAS. That's where he met Zero. It's possible he began planning this whole thing back then. It's hard to say. In any case, Zero made him his XO. He always did have a thing for oddballs. But this one was set to lead a unit no one else would know about. When Zero created Fox, he also formed XOF as a support team. An unconventional special forces unit designed to support Fox, make it stronger, with Skullface giving the orders. Zero never even told the boss about it, nor the CIA, naturally. If Fox was Zero's silver bullet, XOF was the recoil when he pulled the trigger, just like Newton's third law. While you were with Fox, Skullface was operating behind the scenes, sometimes as your backup, sometimes as a mole or a scout, sometimes as your cleanup crew. Fox's tail, making sure the mission succeeded and that you survived. We only have his word to go on, but Skullface's goal was revenge against those who'd use language to subjugate people. Those corrupting a people's identity by forcing a new tongue on them. Those using the power of language to control information. Naturally, that set his sights on Zero. To Zero, English was simply the most convenient code. But to Skullface, English was a parasite. And by eradicating it, he'd stop the world from being eaten away. If that didn't work, he was ready to see the world scorched by nuclear fire. To save language, culture, and race from annihilation, he was willing to overstep the hands of the doomsday clock. That is, of course, if you believe anything he had to say. You know, when you brought back all the child soldiers who escaped, Eli knew they'd returned. Needless to say, nobody said a word to him. I guess they got a message to him somehow. Eli wasn't put in the corner in timeout. He was locked up in that room, completely cut off from the outside world. Then how'd he find out? It's only one possibility I can think of. The Soviet Union has been researching military applications for psi phenomena. Psi? Things like psychokinesis and ESP, extrasensory perception.
You mean moving objects without
touching them, knowing what card somebody's holding up. Psychic powers? Come on. I thought that was just another bunch of disinformation aimed at the West.
Just bear with me a second. One type of ESP is telepathy. It's the ability to know another person's thoughts through non-verbal means.
You're saying Eli read our minds?
It's the only idea that doesn't involve someone getting to him.
Ocelot.
Look, psi research isn't some hocus pocus. It's all evidence-based, scientific...
There's gotta be another explanation. Maybe one of the kids stuck a note to your back.
I hope that's the case. But I am convinced that they have, or Eli has, a connection to some force we have yet to identify. You better watch yourself, boss.
How am I supposed to do that?
If he is depending on something for help, well, that's his Achilles heel. If you can figure out what that something is, you might be able to use it against him.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, and the medical team is looking after the kids left on Mother Base. For the moment, they don't seem too panicked. But boss, get this. Eli got those kids to plot their armed uprising as a diversion. Also, he could steal Saehalanphopus and escape. That brat got us good. Set us up and knocked us down. And then there's that mystery kid who was with Eli. With those two working together, I'd say things won't be over for a long time yet.
And burger time. The ultimate hamburger.
Rise and shine, old-timer. It is complete. I had our best and brightest working overtime, fine-tuning the greatest burger the world has ever known. I call it the chemical burger.
What on earth is that color?
Now, don't judge a burger by its color. Go on, try it.
I am not very hungry.
What? Oh, I get it. Now, sure, it's loaded with additives, but each one's been approved by the WHO for human consumption. Come on, one little bite's not gonna kill you.
Are you sure of that? Fine.
Well, what do you think?
It is perfect.
Right?
This takes me back to the taste of my youth. The neon signs on the Mother Road. Oh, I can see them now.
So, what do you think of our signs now? And it doesn't just taste great. You won't believe how cheap it is to make. And because it's pumped up with preservatives, it won't spoil easily in regions lacking refrigerated storage or transportation infrastructure. This bad boy could even solve Africa's hunger problem.
Excuse me.
People will no longer fight over food or find reason to hate one another. Mankind will come together, reunited between these fluffy buns. Forget Pax Americana. Say hello to Pax Hamburgana.
Pax Hamburgana.
Skullface thought that destruction was the way to free the peoples of the world from American imperialism. But this is different. Tackling something head-on just makes for more conflict. Only by uniting the world can its various inhabitants truly become free. Having lived as an American parasite as long as I have, I know what I'm talking about. The chemical burger is poised to be the greatest liberating force the world has ever known.
An ethnic liberator. Burger.
Now all I need is a better brand image, starting with a name. I gotta run, old-timer. I'll catch you later.
Hey. Not even been an hour yet, so.
Please select a mission.
Do we have a new mission? These all look like difficulty modes, so that means we must need to go fuck around outside that time.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Central Africa.
Let's go mess around a little bit, because that's what we need to do now. You're off the pot from this point, I think.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
Commencing platform construction. Caution.
Beyond there is outside the mission area.
Caution. You are about to leave the mission area.
We had to do some climbing. I picked a bad spot to helicopter in with the vehicle, so I can just send it back and just go on to climb.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I know, it's holding on volume also. Oh, there's gotta be soldiers soon.
Enemy presence detected. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select a mission.
Yeah, these are just all typical emails, so yeah, we just have to mess around for a bit. What will next thing happen? I think. Already.
Analysis complete.
Hey! Wie is het dan? Het zullen kan hij check.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Oh, time for night-night.
Chef, dat is Delta 6. Voor een aanval vanuit de onbekende positie. Over. Dat is CFTF, begrijp. Eerst wacht aan in. Rating van je tijd. Uit.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete.
Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh?
Clouds approaching.
Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? You gonna extract him? Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh?
Alles gespannen, das sind wir. Ons is in volle contact met vijandige maag. Alle eenhede bereid voor aanval. Champion, dit is jullie 7. Zeg op waar, broeder. Besmeet laatste punt van contact. Oor. Dit is CP, begrijp. Onderzoek die area. Maar blijf op jullie hoede. Uit. CP, dit is Delta 9. Vijand buiten zag. Zoek nou. Oor. Dit is CP, begrijp. Zoek in elke hoek. Hulle moet iewers wees. Uit. HK. Dit is CP. Ons het die vijand ingetrek, maar contact verloren na het kruisvuur. Vijand kan nog iewers daarbij wegkruip. Adviseer waakzaamheid. Oor.
Analysis complete. Caution, rain approaching.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Outpost captured. Analysis complete. The map has been updated. Plant expansion complete.
You gonna extract him?
Oh, we can look around for the mother race. Definitely have to get up here, though. Oh, there's more of my life to go watch the real. Oh, we can get off there. You can't step out with some other race over. Well, then we'll
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mother Base over something out here. Oh, there he is.
Analysis
That's the
complete.
target. I remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
It's you, boss. Allow me to serve under you.
One of the guys out on a mission at the time. He's fallen a long way from the glory days. But will he come back to us? Bring him home, boss.
Side-op completed. Extraction arrived at. Please select a landing zone. Landing support
Roger.
helicopter requested.
Get out of here. That hopefully should have been enough messing around for the next story trigger.
Support helicopter has arrived. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright.
Side ops list updated.
Do I got special side up we need to do? No. Maybe I'm supposed to go back to Mother Base.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
I have to figure out what I'm supposed to do to trigger the next story beat because I don't have a new mission to do. So I have to figure out like what I'm supposed to do.
No, idiot, stop! explain. Sorry. Guess I've been away a while.
Shouldn't be such a stranger. Such a bad example for the men.
And he gets pretty lonely, too.
Come on, Didi.
Please specify a project.
I guess I have to look up a guide to figure out what the next story trigger is. I'm gonna use my phone. I'll be right back. Oh, I gotta complete 3 side ops. One isn't good enough. We need to do a total of 3.
Please select.
So we gotta do
Roger.
2 more.
This is Pequod.
1 is
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
we gotta do a whole bunch.
Gaining altitude.
I just wanted to get to the next story trigger. I'm probably not gonna do the next mission, whatever it is. I'll probably save that for next time. Or maybe I will. It depends on how long these side ops take to do to get to the story trigger. I need to do 2, huh?
Please select a landing zone.
That's way out of the way.
Heading to Central Africa.
But we should be able to get there with vehicle.
Deploying.
And then we just have to do 1 more after that, probably that prisoner extraction or the other thing, the anti-theft device. Anti-theft device is closer, we'll just drop that. And that should be enough side ops to get the next story trigger.
Marker placed.
Today. Oh, there he is already.
Analysis
That's the
complete.
target. I remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
Boss? Is it really you? I never believed you were dead. Not for a minute.
One of the guys out on a mission at the time. He's fallen a long way from the glory days. But will he come back to us? Bring him home, boss.
Side op completed.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Arrived at mother base.
Yeah, we can get rid of this marker.
Marker removed. Marker removed.
Oh, there's a prisoner extraction we can just do
Marker
here.
placed.
We easy. There's just an outpost. Not an actual base.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at mother base. Analysis complete.
Like a sniper.
Enemies hit me. On the ground. Hey! Come on! No!
He's coming too. Roger that.
There's a lot of guys who are actually for an outpost.
Help! Help me! Help!
So, wat dink jy van die twee voet?
Dis sleg net. Want ook al die terrein, jy kan net inklim.
Ja, maar om die ding te ry, is hel op die knie.
Moet 'n PF in elk geval die geld te kry om die goed te koop.
Gerugte is, dis soort van 'n bedrogspel. Nou, hulle verkoop die eenhede goedkoop, maar dan hef hulle die prys op al die opsionele handbootwapens.
Soos wat? Oppervlak tot lugmissiele of iets.
Wat is die ding? Dis net 'n gerug, maar ek hoor dis 'n atoombom. Ultra kompakt.
Is jy nat? Hier soldate soos ons met nukes. Nuke is kernkrag se grootste geheim. Daar's nie 'n manier hoe ons dit sommer net so kan koop nie. En selfs die Suid-Afrikaanse regering het probleme met ontwikkeling van nukes.
Hy dis net 'n tip. Ek moet gaan.
Goed dan.
That's the target. Okay, subject is in.
Oh yeah, that
Silence
must be
list
the story
updated.
ticker.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Boss, we have an emergency. There's been another outbreak of the Vocal Chord Parasites on the base. Several men are dead. It started in the laboratory on the quarantine platform where the radiation leak occurred. I'd only just deployed the security team. I've sent in a rescue team to help, but they haven't returned. Boss, I need you on this. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Another outbreak, but Code Talker cured it, right? With the Wallachia? Why would there be another outbreak?
Here we go
A different strain.
There's been another outbreak in the laboratory. The quarantine platform. We sent a team to investigate and recover the survivors, but they haven't returned.
There's nothing on the radio either. We got a backup team ready to go. Just give the order and
I'll go alone. Boss, what are you... There's no need for that.
We can't afford to lose anyone else.
We have no idea what's going on
Exactly. Anyone still alive's at their breaking point. Last thing we need is another unit storming in. No telling how they'd react.
Fine. First off, check how much the infection has spread. Rescue comes next, after we know the situation. When you're ready to move, Just use the iDroid.
To be continued.
We have no idea why the parasite has showed up again. I thought we took care of it. We need more information. Find out what's going on, boss. Select a mission on your iDroid.
Yeah, I'm a little tired and I have stuff to do after stream, so I think this mission will be the last thing I do. And I'll call it. Hopefully it doesn't take super long.
Please select a mission.
Shining lights even in death.
Boss, we have another outbreak of the Vocal Chord Parasite inside the quarantine platform's laboratory. Several men are dead. It began after we discovered that radiation leak in the facility's research block. I dispatched the security team to seal off the source and move the researchers to the containment block next to it. That's when they discovered the outbreak. I immediately sealed the laboratory and sent a MOP-3 rescue team, but they haven't returned and comms are dead. We have no idea why the parasite has showed up again. I thought we took care of it. I'd like to get any asymptomatic personnel out of there, but we can't tell who's infectious and who's not. We need more information, like how to tell the two apart. Find out what's going on, boss.
Oh, you're not even allowed to pick a loadout for this. You just have to go in. That's strange. I have a bad feeling about this one. Shining lights, even in death.
Boss, let's go over the situation again. We've got another parasite outbreak in the laboratory on the quarantine platform.
What is this?
No idea.
Damn it! Huh? What the? Shit!
Oh, it's the other parasite that the skulls use.
No one's getting out.
It's the other type of parasite the skulls use to puppet soldiers, right?
One of the researchers inside managed to isolate the parasite behind the outbreak. He faxed over his findings. Code Talker's analyzing them now.
Why this new outbreak, despite our inoculation? This is still unclear. Introducing the Wolbachia to the infected prevented symptoms during the last epidemic. The parasites lodge in the victim's throat, forming a mating pair. But the Wolbachia turns the male to female. Two females can neither copulate nor lay eggs.
That's why the rescue team went in with more Wolbachia. But the outbreak still isn't under control.
They should not be capable of laying eggs. Yet, we have a new outbreak. And the Wolbachia have no effect. I pray this is not some new strain. If it is,
then someone may have brought it here. If there's a spy running around.
For now, we must focus on discerning the outbreak mechanism. The cases show another alarming new development. It is now even more difficult to tell who is infected. The eggs propagate out of sight. No external symptoms. One who appears healthy may be dying on the inside. What the hell happened in there?
Boss, I still can't raise the rescue team I sent in. We know how to proceed if we just knew how to ID the symptoms. Finding that out is part of your job in there.
Oh, they make you take like a very specific loadout for this.
Map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Pause. 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 Pause.
Analysis complete.
Hang on, Snake. We've just had a transmission from inside. Here's the audio.
It all makes sense now. I win.
Where's it coming from?
Unknown. It cut off before we could get a fix. It all makes sense. Think he means the parasite? No way to know. But right now, that's all we've got. Hopefully he can tell us something. We'll have to close the tent behind you, boss. Don't think the infection's airborne, but... Find the source of that transmission, boss. Find our man.
You never know.
What is it?
Something sweet. I can smell it even through the mask.
The rescue team reported that too. Said it smelled like ripe fruit.
We cannot allow the infection to spread. If anyone shows symptoms, you must put them out of their misery.
That includes me.
Guess the parasites killed him. Don't touch him. He's covered in blood.
Staff member has died.
Was that more of the message? We'll try to clean it up.
Analysis complete.
Help me. Help me.
Staff member has died. Analysis complete.
The boss will come. Boss, it's you.
He's wearing a mask. He's part of the rescue team. Looks like he's not the one who sent the message. I'd like to hear what he has to say, but you need to keep going. Another transmission. That door won't open. Must be locked from the inside. Could someone be in there? You'll just have to move on.
I have analyzed part of the data that was faxed out. It appears even those who barely spoke became symptomatic.
Complete.
This must be some kind of mutation.
Something new.
Has died. Analysis complete.
Boss!
What the hell happened?
At least you're okay.
What's going on?
I win. I'm no snail.
Damn it.
So he sent the transmission. Seems like he had a way of IDing who's symptomatic. But what was he trying to say? Snail. Yes, of course. It all makes sense now. Do not let anyone showing symptoms get outside. As infection progresses, it triggers an overwhelming urge to get out in the open. That's the parasite controlling them. Once outside, the birds will feed on infected bodies, spreading the parasite on land.
Oh, I have to kill everyone? Jesus.
The whole world will be infested. To shoot, boss. We can't let them outside. Damn it. We can't allow any contagious individuals to leave. Shoot, Snake. That's it. That's good. You still have those goggles. If you
arrow in someone's throat, that means they are infected. And all you can do is give them a quick death.
He's infected. Kill him, boss. We can't save him now. Man. I'm sorry.
Has died.
Snake! You just killed your own...
Emmerich, what the hell? Nobody asked for your opinion.
You expect me to just stand by and watch this?
Has died.
Why?
Has died.
You came.
Has died.
You're insane, Snake! He was one of your men!
Don't kill me! Has died. Has died.
You yourself said we're a family! Or was it all lies?
Has died.
Hurt me! They're going outside! No, we're dead anyway! Boss! Boss! Hey! Let's let the boss decide.
Has died.
Shooting your own men!
Has died. Has died.
Hang on, boss. Is he wearing a mask? He might not be infected. Examine him with those goggles. Carry the rescue team member to the exit. He's the only one not infected.
The map has been updated.
Thank you, boss.
Got a survivor. Unlock the door.
Wait. I don't think I made it after all.
What? You just checked him.
Could it have progressed this quickly?
Boss, take another look at him with the goggles.
He is infected.
I don't believe it.
Maybe it got in through my wounds. Waiting down. All of them.
Fuck. What happened to Laboratory 2? Diamond. Garland. Diamond. Hmm. Hmm.
There's nothing we could have done for them. We're all grateful, boss.
Hmm.
It's your fault! They're dead because of you!
What?
He's right. I killed him with my own hands.
They were on your side! I'm on your side! And you turned them all to ashes!
They wanted you to shoot. It was that or be burned alive. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Wait. I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea. always be with you. Plant your roots in me. I won't see you end as ashes. You're all diamonds.
We're not burying them at sea. What then?
We'll make diamonds from their ashes.
Mm.
Take them into battle with us.
Mm.
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
We are diamond dogs.
Mm.
Mission
Boss,
list updated.
I don't know how you do it. All I could do was obsess over revenge, doubting my comrades along the way. But even after all we've accomplished, the phantom pain never let up. If anything, it just got worse. But you understood that from the start, didn't you? From the moment you opened your eyes in that hospital, you knew it wouldn't go away. That you've been fighting the pain and confronting your phantoms the whole time. Knowing full well the battle would never end, not till the day you die. I respect that now, more than ever. It's an honor and a privilege, Big Boss.
Got some tapes to listen to, though, before we end today. Questioning Huey 5. Reasons for facilitating. It was Huey?
Well, Doctor.
Yeah, but he's the one who was, like, yelling at us for shooting everyone. Then he was the one who caused it?
I have the report on the incident at the quarantine facility. Assuming the vocal cord parasite underwent a mutation. The only plausible explanations are exposure to some high-concentration mutagen or radiation. As you know, some of the staff at the quarantine facility were infected with the parasites. The Wolbachia prevented them from copulating, but the parasites themselves can't be removed from their host's vocal cords. Once you're infected with Skullface's parting gift, you're stuck with it. The researchers regularly used X-ray equipment to monitor the parasites in their throats. No problem there, they kept a close eye on the radiation doses. But that equipment didn't just give off X-rays. It was also emitting beta rays. Even though that's unnecessary for the scans. See, beta rays have far worse effects on DNA than X-rays. Meaning the only logical conclusion is that someone added in a beta ray emitter to trigger a mutation. Those beta rays leaked out from inside the equipment. Because the emitter was retrofitted, the shielding was inadequate. And the person who ordered and inspected the equipment was you, Doctor. That makes you the only person with the opportunity to install that emitter.
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment for some wild plan to make the vocal cord parasite kill everyone?
Or maybe you thought it'd reveal a way to treat the parasite without using the Wolbachia. With that much to barter, I suppose some people would welcome even a pathetic cur like you.
Just stop it!
You'd have no shortage of buyers, but most would be happy with just the parasite. you wouldn't need to offer anything else. However, if that buyer already knew about the parasite, they'd also know that by itself, it's no longer the ultimate bargaining chip it once was. To sell to that buyer, you need to throw in a bonus. A way to one-up it. There's only one buyer who'd be after that.
Emmerich, we record all communications on Mother Base. That includes radio transmissions to and from homemade devices. You've been in frequent contact with people in America. A private biotech company. A client of which is DARPA. And they are connected to Cypher. You made a deal with Cypher. You offered them a new parasite in exchange for your safety. This is the only place in the world where the Vocal Chord Parasite still exists. And you used it as a testing ground. Tried to resurrect their bioweapon. But your plan to obtain the parasite has failed. Your bullshit ends now. And don't think you're leaving here alive.
Well, that's why Huey was outraged about Snake killing his own men. He didn't care about the men at all. He cared that his plan was discovered. Or more importantly, that the parasite would die with the hosts, meaning he didn't have his bargaining chip with Cypher. And I'm willing to guess why he needed a bargaining chip with Cypher. Because rather than just stay here on Mother Base, he already knows that that Oswald was already on his trail about Strangelove's death. Because Oswald already suspects Emmerich of killing Dr. Strangelove. What happened in the laboratory in 1 and 2?
12 hours after exposure to the blood of a symptomatic colleague, I found myself making my way up the stairs to this room. And I am not alone. Everyone who's infected, we've all come up here wanting to get outside. I know full well I mustn't leave, given the possibility I'm infected. Yet, I can't contain this urge I feel inside me, like the alcoholic who tries to make any excuse for one more drink. Every step I took up those stairs filled me with this sense of bliss. I still have all my wits about me. It took no time at all to rewire the electronic lock and open the emergency exit. Then, just as I was about to set foot outside, I finally realized what was going on. This desire for freedom is not my own, but that of the vocal cord parasites inside me. They want the ravens to feed on us, pecking us to death, attracted by these sweet secretions. They have mutated to facilitate this. The sweet smell is powerful enough to attract even a species with such a weak nose. So, before the parasites take complete control, I must. Most of the staff in here are already infected. At least, everyone I've looked at is. Infection with this parasite causes a high fever in the pharynx. I have modified a pair of night vision goggles to react only to this temperature range. With these goggles, you can identify who is infected. Other infected will, like me, feel compelled to make it outside. If the ravens get their meal, they'll head for land next. That cannot be allowed to happen.
Alright. Two more.
The whole idea of the vocal cord parasites was that they'd only copulate once exposed to a specific language over time. But the parasites infecting our men in the laboratory laid their eggs straight away. The larvae were eating their lung tissue almost immediately. What kind of mutation was it?
Those who were infected and cured still carried the vocal cord parasites in their throats. They were still there, but the males had been rendered female by the Wolbachia, and copulation could not occur. So we thought, but it is the Wolbachia that mutated.
Not the parasites?
You remember I told you the Wolbachia attempts to maximize its number of female infected hosts?
Yes, hence the male-to-female transformation.
Precisely. But other Wolbachia strains use different methods. Cytoplasmic incompatibility, killing the males, and parthenogenesis.
Parthenogenesis? Aphids? Aphids use that to reproduce via females only.
Very good. The females lay their eggs without a male present, creating clones of themselves in explosive numbers. Parthenogenesis was originally a means for an organism to take maximum advantage of abundant resources by increasing its numbers. Certain strains of Wolbachia force this to occur, to create more and more infected females.
And that's why our men develop symptoms in the blink of an eye.
Wolbachia causing parthenogenesis is common in parasitic wasps. Of course, the Wolbachia I introduced to your men did not have this characteristic, but I believe the mutation, whatever it was, caused it to force parthenogenesis in its host, the vocal cord parasites. The Wolbachia we used to prevent egg laying became the agent of limitless reproduction.
There's something else. The symptomatic infected in the laboratory all wanted to get outside, even knowing there was napalm waiting for them out there. You said the parasites made them act that way, but parasites controlling humans. Is it possible?
Parasites altering the host's behavior is a common occurrence in the world of nature. Long ago, the vocal cord parasites had this ability, but even I never foresaw they might control humans. Until I heard the things your man said.
You mean the researcher on the top floor? The bit about, I'm not a snail.
Yes. Among parasitic worms, there is a genus called Leucochloridium that uses snails as intermediary hosts. As you know, snails prefer dark, gloomy environments. But once parasitized by Leucochloridium, they desire to be in the light. And that is not all. The parasitic worms thrust themselves into the snail's antennae, making them swell to abnormal size. The snail, meanwhile, frantically wiggles its antennae as the parasites squirm inside. The swollen, wriggling antennae soon resemble caterpillars.
I don't get it.
It is so they can be eaten by birds. Leucochloridium needs a bird as its definitive host. To breed, they require their snail host to be snapped up by a predator. So they make the humble snail appear to be a delicious caterpillar and lead it to somewhere in open sight.
So you mean the staff trying to get outside
was so the birds could pick at them. The parasites altered their mental state, making them crave higher places and to be outdoors. I can only surmise that both the Wolbachia and the parasites mutated before the ancestors of the vocal cord parasites infected humans. Their hosts
birds. What we saw in the laboratory was some throwback to that time. The parasites attempting to make birds their intermediary hosts.
Sounds insane.
A praying mantis that is host to a parasitic hairworm will dive into water and drown itself. Just so the hairworm can lay its eggs in water. Rats infected with Toxoplasma gondii lose their instinctive caution and run right up to cats. Just some of the many ways parasites control the host.
But we're humans. Surely our minds are too complex for that.
I thought just the same. Free will is what makes us human, so it never occurred to me that the parasites could be controlling the symptomatic. But the mood, the will of a person can be easily affected by the balance of their cerebral substances. Take the toxoplasma I mentioned. It does infect humans, and it is thought the infected develop a more reckless attitude.
But to think that mutations occurred in both the Wolbachia and its parasite hosts.
Your observation is most apt. Both mutations occurring at once indicates the presence of a powerful mutagen.
I see. Keep working on narrowing down what it was.
Well, I now know it's the beta rays.
Please select a mission.
I think this is going to be a good stopping point for today. I do have to go a little early. I can't stay for long as I did. So I have to go now. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna be out for the week. I have to go take the garbage out before my brother yells at me again. So I can't go for as long as I did yesterday. Take care, everyone. See you next time. Bye. See you next week. Take care.